One of the most powerful ways to center and ground and presence yourself is to do what I like to call tethering. So when I think of being tethered to something, it's kind of like being anchored. But when you're tethered, it's kind of like you're tied in both directions, so to speak, not just one. Anchoring can feel really heavy and weighted, whereas tethering gives you this sense of the tightrope walker who has something really stable at either end, and that holds the line, the tightrope that they walk between. And we are mediaries between the visible and the invisible, the above and the below, spirit and matter. As human beings, that is our role. And we so often get, you could say, anchored, perhaps too heavily in the material, right? In the earthly matters. Or we can also get too anchored in the spiritual, where we're not really paying attention to our earthly responsibilities or our fellow human beings or what's really happening. And so this particular centering and grounding and presencing exercise is about tethering so that we can hold our center, so we can walk that tightrope in a dynamic way as we navigate our lives. So I invite you to find a comfortable seat. You can sit with your back supported if you want. You can sit just sitting upright. You can have your feet flat on the ground. You can sit crisscross like I am, lotus style. You could be on the floor if you wish, however you prefer. You could even be standing. This exercise can be done in any format you wish. I have even done this exercise lying down, but I kind of imagine myself in a vertical state, my life force being, my life body in a vertical state. And I do think it helps to be vertical at the very least. So I invite you to find that place. And as you find that quiet, peaceful, comfortable space for yourself, let's begin our tethering exercise. Close your eyes as you feel ready. Take a nice deep breath. And on the exhale, feel the weight of your body, whether it's on your feet, on your bottom, connected to the furniture or the floor that you're sitting on. Breathing naturally, receiving a breath and offering a breath in a beautiful rhythm. Noticing the weight of your body, noticing your fingertips, your toes, the crown of your head. Becoming very connected to the central core of your being. And in that connection, notice the energy that flows up and down the entire core of your being. Imagine it going from crown to tailbone, tailbone to crown. Let's take another deep breath into that core. Releasing more deeply into your center. And from your tailbone, imagine extending your awareness, your thoughts, as if extending via a golden thread that extends down. If you're standing, it can extend down through your legs and feet, or just directly from your tailbone, extending down toward the earth, all the way down through the layers of the earth, the many layers, all the way to the center of the earth, where there is this beautiful nourishment, and that golden thread is tethered there, connected there. Always. It always exists. We're simply bringing our awareness to it. And from that tethering, imagine drawing up the sustenance. As I picture this golden center, I picture a mother almost like a mother in her kitchen preparing sustenance for us. And we have the opportunity through that tethering to draw up that sustenance through this golden thread all the way up into our tailbone, up into the central core of our body, this energy center, up through your belly, your heart space, into your throat, into your head, and then offering it up through the crown of your head, as if giving something back to the above. Bringing what is visible and all the sustenance and energy and wisdom that comes from that visible realm and offering it up through the crown of our heads to the invisible realm. And as you're tuning in to the crown of your head, imagine yet another golden thread tugging ever so gently at the crown of your head, perhaps even opening up the vertebrae of your spine, allowing you to sit a little more upright and open, tugging ever so gently and following that thread all the way up into the heavens, into the vast cosmos, imagining that you have your very own star above your head, that this golden thread anchors to, it tethers to. And just as you can tether to that star is tethered to the source of life. It is the essence, the life force, the origin of our being. Each of us having our very own star to tether to. In a similar manner, imagine drawing that source, that life force energy down the golden thread toward the crown of your head. Let it pour down into your body, through your head and face, down into your neck, into your chest, into your belly, down into your pelvis, letting it anchor down, filling down into your pelvic bowl, and then offering down through that thread, down through your legs and feet, if you wish, through that thread that anchors to the earth, that tethers to the earth. Now we have this amazing flow from the above and the below. We're remembering, we're connecting to our invisible and visible, our spiritual and material, the inner and the outer, the above and the below. Let's take a nice deep breath into that. And as you exhale again, feel the weight of your body and yet the erectness of your spine and the connectedness in this tethering that we've just done. In this tethering, as you feel ready, you can open your eyes and bring this sense of connectedness, bring this sense of your star, your life force essence, and your sustenance and groundedness together into your being, and allow that to guide you throughout the day as you move from task to task. And this is something you don't have to sit for a long time to do. You don't have to take as long as we've taken in this particular exercise. Sometimes I do this when I'm moving into the kitchen to start dinner for my family, and I'll just imagine tethering from my feet, standing there. Okay, I'm going to draw up that sustenance, that wonderful nourishment from the earth, the heart of the earth, and I'm going to draw forth the essence and remembering of my origin and who I am, and be that mediary so that I can shift my task and be in that connected space with all aspects of my being. Or I might do that even as I'm getting into the car to go someplace and choose to tether in so that I'm really connecting to both. I'm remembering that I'm a a being of the earth, while at the same time a being of spirit. I hope this is a helpful tethering exercise to center and ground and presence in your day, throughout your day, in quick or longer ways, however you like to bring it.